Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome you to a short presentation on how to create a team and setting priorities for that team. My name is Sarah Pavelka. I am a faculty member at the Iowa Healthcare Collaborative and Compass PTN. Excited to be here with you today and to talk about what we're doing and getting you guys started on working on process improvement teams. So a couple things that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about defining the team, who all should be on a team, and this is really regarding a process improvement team. Also hints to help that team get started, and say you have lots of projects or lots of ideas for improvement, what could be some of those priorities and how do we select those? So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, let's talk a little bit about teams. There are some things that each team should think about, or we should think about as leaders when we start teams. And the first thing is, how much do leaders get involved? My short answer is leaders should get involved, but should not necessarily direct the answers that the teams come up with. So we'll talk more about that. We also need to talk about creating a culture of change. We wouldn't be here talking about process improvement and teams if we didn't want to or didn't need to change something within the organization. And it is really respected that we take that opportunity to change, and our culture and our leadership need to understand that that is what the focus is. It's not about blaming, not about pointing fingers. It's really about having an opportunity to improve for the sake of our patients. And then last but not least, we need to think about teamwork. This isn't about I or you, it's about we, and we really need to have a culture of teamwork and an understanding of what that means. So in a later presentation, you're going to hear information about clinical teams, and those are incredibly important, and a lot of these lessons that you'll learn in this presentation can apply for that as well too. But we need to think about having a culture of teamwork for our process improvement. So let's talk a little bit about teamwork and leadership behaviors with that. So first of all, what you see here on the slide is a list of some opportunities for maybe improvement when it comes to your leadership skills. But more importantly, it's when we talk about leaders and being involved and a good culture and related to teamwork, here is a short list of things that you can think about. Obviously, communication ranks right up there at the top of our list. But other things like respect and focus on process, empowerment, and examples, all these are critically important when we think about leadership being engaged with our teams. So think about this, take some notes down from this, and have an opportunity to say, what am I doing as a leader within my organization that promotes the culture of change and great teamwork? So we've decided to have a process improvement team. What do we do next? Well, here is a list of some things that you can think about who all can be on that team. First of all, a good rule for the amount of people on the team are anywhere about 6 to 10. Doesn't have to be, quite 6 if you don't have that many people that are involved in a particular process, but think about keeping it really between that 6 and 10 range. If you have more than 10, it tends to get a little unruly, and you tend to have better facilitation skills. So about that sweet spot is about a 6 to 10. Also, we need to have a team sponsor. That could be something like a senior leader in the organization, or someone that has a good deal of accountability or even authority. And we really want that individual to support, break down barriers, but they don't necessarily have to be in the team or involved every meeting. And so we need to have good communication to them, but again, don't necessarily have to be involved. We also have to have a good team leader. It's someone that is going to be involved in the team and really very good at listening. That's their job ultimately, is to do lots of listening. So think about having that individual and have an opportunity to be engaged in those meetings, but not necessarily doing a lot of the talking. Then we need to have process owners, individuals who are involved in doing the work, those that actually do the work. These individuals will be the ones that make the most decision. They are the ones that talk about what's working and what's not working, and what could work in the future. We also need support owners. These can be two individuals from other areas. Maybe it's IT or maybe maintenance, or could be a different department. They're really looking at it from an outside view, and they also could be great support moving forward with any ideas for improvement. We also need outsiders, someone who can really look in and be involved in the process, and this is a great way to involve your patients in this. And then last but not least, a facilitator. A facilitator is someone that knows the quality and process improvement tools, but not necessarily the process itself that you're trying to improve. So a couple tools for good teamwork. Code of cooperation or ground rules, laying the foundation for how we're going to behave. The P3T is a great tool to create a purpose statement. We need the why we're gathering a group of people together, so a great tool to invest in and take some time to say, why are we all here today? What's our purpose? And then the scope document. And a scope document can include an operational definition, maybe what's in, what's out. Again, restate the purpose, maybe have goals or objectives, timelines, those kind of things, and also include in that who's on the team. So we've decided to have a team. We've gathered our folks, but how do we decide what they're going to work on? Well, here's a way that you can help prioritize some projects. So the first thing is we want to think about strategy and mission, two incredibly important places to start. A couple quotes for you. The first one by Peter Drucker: keep in mind that culture eats strategy for lunch. So not only do we have to think about our strategy and mission, we may need to think about the culture, again, culture of change, culture of teamwork. But we also need to think about the no money, no mission. So again, we focus on mission, we focus on better value, better quality for our patients. But we also need to focus on what financial gains are we going to get from this kind of a team. So picking those priorities of improvements, they need to be strategically driven and aligned. In other words, they're going to help you meet the goals of the organization. They also need to be mission driven and aligned. So again, creating purpose for that team. How does it connect with the mission of your organization? So think about those two good places to start. Are we missing some sort of process or having misfires on a process that would strategically help us meet our goals? Or is it help us meet our mission? With that, I'll open it if you guys have any questions. I would like to say thank you for joining us today and spending a little bit of time. Just so you know, there's a way for future questions and follow-up. We are also going to have a longer 40-minute presentation on teams and how to select them if you would like more information, very similar. It just expanded on the information that we have today. So again, my name is Sarah Pavelka. Happy you could join us today. And if there's any questions, please feel free to contact us at the information below. Thank you, and hope you have a wonderful day.